In today's episode, you'll learn how to use social media to grow your podcast audience. Welcome to Podcasting Q&A, where you learn the best tips and strategies to launch, grow, and monetize your show. This week's question comes from Sharon.
Hi, I'm Sharon, host of All God's Women podcast. My question is about social media. Specifically, how to use social media in a way that not only introduces audiences to your podcast, but actually encourages them to subscribe, download, or listen to it. Also, if we include links with our post, what is best? Sending them to iTunes, to our own website that has links to all the various platforms, or should we just tell them it's available wherever they listen to podcasts? Thanks.
Thanks for your question, Sharon. Social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn allow you to find new listeners, as well as allow existing listeners to share new episodes with their friends. In this episode, we'll break down which podcast marketing strategies work best for social media, as well as what to include in your posts. Tip number 1, start with one platform. When you begin, it's very tempting to try to promote across every social media platform imaginable. That gets overwhelming very quickly. Instead, you want to figure out what platform is most popular with your listeners and stick with that. If it's Facebook, create a Facebook group, interact with your people there. If it's Twitter, find the hashtag that gets you the most interaction and the most traction. If it's Instagram, promote in the stories so that new people can find you. Use hashtags. And that's what I do. I love Instagram. Instagram allows people to find me when I use hashtags. It allows current listeners to interact. And then people find the podcast just by those hashtags and that interaction, and people can share. They can share your stories in their stories. They can share your post in their stories. It's a really great way to get traction. So the most important thing is that you pick a platform, you stick with it, and you grow from there. You may think that the best strategy is to put your entire episode up on a social media platform, but actually you want to create teaser content, and teaser content gives them a little soundbite, just a little snippet that whets their appetite to want to go listen to the rest of the episode wherever they listen, on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or what have you. So we're going to talk about what 3 things are included in every good social media post. The first thing that you need is a visual element, right? So people are scrolling, they're reading, whatever. If you post a picture, that causes them to stop. And the idea is that they stop, they listen, they read, they engage. And the picture, a visual element, helps them do that. So this can be a graphic, it could be a headshot of your guest, it could be an audiogram. The second thing that you need is a good hook. Think about, what can I say to make someone want to continue listening, to go check out the full episode? It could be a crazy stat. It could be a really good quote. It could be a couple bullet points that summarize the high points of the episode. Whatever that thing is, put that in the caption to help encourage people to go check out the full episode. And finally, a link. You want to include a direct link to that specific podcast episode in your post. If you nail all 3 of these elements, you'll not only intrigue new listeners, you'll also encourage existing subscribers to share your posts as well. You may be wondering, which link should I use? You're going to want to use a link to that specific episode on your podcast website. That way, no matter what device the person is listening on, they can hear that episode no problem. If you use Buzzsprout podcast websites, we include embed players so that they can click the link and listen right there on the podcast website. Or we have links to a dozen different podcast directories so that they can go listen on their preferred podcast listening app. Thank you for sending us your question, Sharon. If you have a question that you would like us to answer on a future episode of the show, just go to speakpipe.com/Buzzsprout or click the link in the show notes and record a brief audio message. Make sure to subscribe to the Buzzsprout YouTube channel or the Podcasting Q&A podcast in your favorite app to get new episodes in your feed every week. That's it for today. Thanks for listening, and as always, keep podcasting.